I look forward to everyone going home smiling at the end of the day.
Welcome to Habitat Now, Habitat Central Arizona's video podcast. My name is Ryan. I am the Volunteer Services Manager, and today I am joined by the fantastic Gloria Smith. Gloria, you've been involved in Habitat for a number of years, and you're one of our neighborhood revitalization leader volunteers. But I want to, before we dive into some small questions, I want to hear, did you always do neighborhood revitalization? You had mentioned you did a little bit of construction prior to it.
When I first started, I was put on a house. I really liked Habitat and I liked their mission and everything, but building houses, I always felt like a third arm because I did not know what I was doing. So I didn't feel like I could help. So they'd give me a volunteer and then they'd have to teach me and then I have to teach them.
Sure. And you, after that, you got involved with the neighborhood revitalization program.
I did.
And you know what, for the folks that might be tuning in, we should help highlight a little bit of, there's the construction program and then there's our neighborhood revitalization program, which is where instead of building homes, we go to existing homes and typically help them either paint the outside of their homes. Beautify them.
Yes.
Or
make them more livable.
Make them more livable. We help out re-landscaping their front yards. And you've been a part of that for a number of years. Can you dive a little bit into why you initially got involved into Habitat just from the get-go?
Well, like most of my generation, when we retire, we're not really made to sit on the couch and eat bonbons, So I wanted to do something, and I love being outdoors. So I looked around, and I saw an ad for a class from Lou's back then. And so I went, and, I liked it. And that's when I started doing the houses. But I did Habitat because I really liked the hand up, not hand out portion of it. And you always see the people receiving the help, giving back, the homeowners, the whoever it is that's involved with the project. They're just so grateful. Some of them are second generation living in the same house, or they're elderly or they're disabled, or, and they don't really like the way their house looks, but they really can't do much about it. They either financially or physically are unable to pour rock or paint the house or whatever needs to make their environment better. And they're so appreciative, and the GCU students and staff are awesome. I just love them. I love working with them. And they're just so cohesive with because it's their neighborhood. And so it's just kind of like, it's almost like a family by the time that one little project is done, Yeah. And this volunteers are always seeking out the homeowners and engaging them in conversation, and it becomes it's not just a we're here to do this for you kind of thing. It's we're here to help you.
Sure.
So that's that's one thing I liked. So I felt like I was giving to someone who really, really appreciated it.
Right, and everyone plays an important role.
Yes.
So it's. If everyone did the same role, then everyone would be doing the same thing and nothing, the whole picture wouldn't get done.
Everyone is different. Every day is different. Even if you're doing painting, it's not the same every time.
Yeah, and one thing that I've noticed, and when I think about the construction new builds program with our volunteers and the neighborhood revitalization program, is that you get to volunteer and make an impact and see the impact of your work by the end of that.
Yes, it's
day.
Like instant gratification.
Yeah, and it's not that. I mean, building a new home, that's great, but that takes 6 months maybe.
Right.
You get a cup of coffee, and then usually by lunchtime, you made a huge impact. It's awesome.
Oh, it's just, it is really like you can see what you've done. The homeowner can see what has been done, and the volunteers. The volunteers are, so many of them are returning because of that factor that they see what they've done to
Yeah.
this house. And so they always come back and do another house. And, you know, the homeowners say, well, when I come home, I hope I don't drive past my own house because it looks so different, you know. So, you know, what more can you do? What more could you ask?
Right. No, 100%. Well, for our last little question here, you know, why do you continue volunteering with Habitat?
Because I still enjoy it. It's just something to look forward to, really. And, you know, I get to see you, you know. But, I mean, I still enjoy it. I look forward to it. I look forward to the GCU students and staff. I look forward to meeting the homeowner. I look forward to everyone going home smiling at the end of the day. You know, there's just, everyone just has the helping spirit. And, you know, I've seen some big messes. But
Yeah, I bet.
but they laugh, you know, they laugh that, you know, the paint spilled on them or something, you know.
They're even smiling after they've gotten their favorite shoes dirty. you
Oh,
know?
yes, they forget paint gets on them when they come.
Well, so I wanted to give you a chance before we wrap things up. Did you have any final comments that you wanted to add here or say anything else?
No, I just, you know, I feel very fortunate that I found this little niche, you know, and that I can continue to contribute. You know, I don't do much, but it's still fun. Like, you feel at the end of the day that a lot of people are happier.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you certainly contributed and play a big part at our Habitat here.
Oh, thank you.
You made a huge impact. So we love every single time that you're able to come out and join us on site. So
Well, thank you.
it's always great having you. Well, on that note, I just wanted to thank you again,
thank
Gloria,
you, Ryan.
for coming in today. We love hearing from you. If you're interested in learning more about volunteering at Habitat, join us at our website of habitatcaz.org/volunteering. You can learn more about what we do, what Gloria does, if you're interested in that, on the website. On that end, thank you for joining us, and see you all later.